Milwaukee Brewers baseball on FanDuel Sports Network is presented by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Your win is waiting. It's a midnight in Milwaukee. Arizona Diamondbacks Milwaukee Brewers game 2 of this 4-game series. Brewers hung on to win one last night by a final score of 7-5 as Mizorowski makes his 10th career start. Some troublesome innings over the last couple of appearances for him coming off of the injured list. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to the ballpark with Bill Schroeder and Sophia Minnaert down in the field. Jeff Levering with you. Thanks again for being with us tonight. And, Rock, it's just been that one inning for Jacob Mizorowski, his last couple of appearances, trying to hone in that command.
It is always must-see TV when this guy's out on the mound. 102 miles an hour. The slider, the changeup has been a lot of fun to watch this guy. But last time out, it was one inning that really got to him in that start against the Cubs. He walked 3 guys, gave up 1 hit. He threw 40 pitches in that inning, and it's interesting to see how he was able to recover. The Brewers sent him out there the following inning, and it was a 3-up, 3-down inning. Last 3 starts, only 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, but the walks have been an issue for him. The strikeouts are there. He needs to avoid that big inning, but, you know, the last time he was out there, it was one of those things where he just couldn't find the plate. It was arm side wildness that was his issue. Hopefully he's going to be able to correct that here today.
He's going to be pitching on his home mound where he's been extremely efficient over the course of his young career. On the other side, Arizona Diamondbacks running Brandon Pfaadt out there. He has had a tough season, to say the least, but he's been good on this mound. 1 career start and a career-high 12 Ks against the Milwaukee Brewers a year ago. You know who else has been outstanding? Abner Uribe. Unbelievable run he's been in. He was strutting his stuff last night, picking up the save. Sophia's got more with Abner when we come back.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball on FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by Prevagen. Prevagen, made for your brain. Brewers fans filing into American Family Field. Game 2 of this series. The King Vaughn shirts are out. Fans are loving Andrew Vaughn. His production at first base going back to July. It's been a lot of fun for Andrew Vaughn and the crew coming off of a win last night. Hi, everyone. Sophia Minnaert here at American Family Field. And the Brewers bullpen has been a big part of their success, how they've been able to build this division lead. And Abner Uribe, what a difference a year makes. Last year, he was limited to just 14 games because of a suspension and then a right knee injury, which ultimately ended his season. But this year, totally different story. He leads Major League Baseball with 35 holds, and in 63 games, he has a 171 earned run average. Last night with Trevor McGill down, he picked up his 3rd save of the season, his 7th of his career. He made an incredible play to finish it. This one bouncing off the mound, Spider-Man style, as his teammate Caleb Durbin called it, and then a great celebration. And Abner Uribe, he has a lot of fun every time he's on the mound.
At the end of the day, you gotta enjoy like everything you do. Like, I mean, love the life that you live and live the life that you love. So, I mean, it's nothing that to worry. Like, even it's a bad day and a good day, so it's not gonna be like bad day whole day. So you can be good like anything change. So, in my mind, I have to be like, I'm ready for this game. Like anything can happen, but like I gotta take at the end of the day. So. If it's good, so I gotta celebrate it because this game, like every day, is not gonna be good. You know what I mean? So. I got to take what I take.
Abner Uribe and the Brewers are hoping they're celebrating tonight as their rookie all-star Jacob Mizorowski takes the mound for his 10th career start. Game 2, first pitch lineups, and the Miz coming up next.
Brewers and Diamondbacks from American Family Field. 2nd game of this 4-game series. Another perfect night for baseball in Milwaukee. Bill Schroeder and Sophia Minnaert, Jeff Levering with you. Brewers trying to make it 2 in a row against the D-backs as Torey Lovullo and his squad. Starting lineup brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Same as last night, the only difference in left field in the number 7 spot, Jake McCarthy is in the lineup today, and an extra left-handed bat in there against tonight's starter, Jacob Mizorowski. And Rock, we talked about it in the open, but just trying to have him avoid the one big inning.
Then hopefully he's going to be able to get through 4, maybe 4 or 5 innings today. The Brewers have been mindful of his pitch count and innings limits. He's been really good at home this year in 4 starts here at American Family Field. A 3-0 record and a 135 earned run average. There's his numbers overall. Avoid that big inning. Things should work out well for the Miz here tonight. Let's check out the Landmark Credit Union defense behind Mizorowski here tonight. You got Collins, Perkins, and Frelick in the outfield. Sealer at third. Andrew Vaughn at first. Monasterio with Terang up the middle, and William Contreras once again pushing the buttons behind home plate.
Home plate umpire tonight is Alex Tosi. Corey Blazer is over at first. Ron Culpa, the crew chief, is at second base, and Manny Gonzalez is over at third. Geraldo Perdomo digs in, got hit in the wrist in last night's game. Scary moment, stayed in the ball game. Ended up getting a base hit his next time up. Back in there in the starting lineup at shortstop. Mizorowski ready to go. And his first pitch of the night is slightly high for ball one, and we're off and running. The last time he started at home was almost a month ago to the day. July the 28th against the Chicago Cubs. It was the last time he worked 4 innings. He's been under 4 innings each of his first 2 appearances since the injured list, where he missed a couple of weeks because of the comebacker off the shin.
Yeah, season high for him, 6 innings. He did that twice. Got to be mindful of the mechanics, slow things down every now and again. When he misses, it's normally arm side with both of his pitches. You know, the fastball, slider.
Back to the slider that was on the front door.
95 miles an hour.
I mean, this stuff is so good. You wonder how he just goes through those fits of not being able to find the strike zone.
He loses the mechanics for an inning and then gets it right back. And that's the amazing thing. That's kind of the head scratcher with Mizorowski. He's so young. And he's still learning.
2-2 coming back. Struck him out. High heater. There's one for Miz.
56 strikeouts for Mizorowski in now 39 innings of work, including that last strikeout. High heater. Well, if the Diamondbacks swing at that against Mizorowski, it's going to be a long day for them. 99 out of the zone.
And one of the toughest guys to strike out in Major League Baseball, too, is Ketel Marte. Digs in. 1 for 3 of the run batted in last night. First pitch, Hackett fouled it back. Marte, 23 homers, driven in 59. He has made it a habit of getting big hits against the Brewers over the course of his career. Doesn't matter what uniform he's wearing.
Hey, he's one of the best players in the big leagues. You don't hear a lot about him. But he is a tough out. He can play second base. Hitting nearly 300.
As the Brewers saw last night, this is a Diamondbacks team that can hit. They're in every single game.
There was one big inning for the Diamondbacks. It was the 6th. Woodruff really cruising through 5 innings, and then a 5-run 6th inning for Arizona. Got him right back in the game.
Home run by Caleb Durbin gave the Brewers some breathing room last night. Won at 7-5. Bullpen was outstanding. To left. Collins drifting. 2 away.
The ball carried a little bit here tonight. I didn't think that ball was going to go back that far.
Mizorowski wants a new baseball. It was not super solid contact either. 97 off the bat. Shouldn't have gone that far.
Didn't have that sound, did it?
Corbin Carroll is at the plate. Down to the count, 0-1. Just 3 right-handed hitters in the lineup tonight for Arizona. That did not miss, if at all. One and two on Corbin Carroll. One and two on Carroll. Got him. Miz with a pair of strikeouts in the top of the first inning. Brewers go to Ripon when we come back. No score, bottom half of the first inning. Brewers coming up first. Potawatomi Casino Hotel starting lineup for Pat Murphy. Terrain, Contreras, Yelich, Vaughn, Frelick, Collins, Siegler. The only addition to the lineup today for Brewers. Perkins and Monasterio rounded out. And they get the right-hander Brandon Pfaadt. Pfaadt a career-high 12 wins this year, but an ERA nearing 5.
Yeah, he's given up a ton of home runs. 21 home runs allowed. 18 of those home runs he's given up have been on the road this year. A 6.5 earned run average on the road. When you combine that with Mizorowski's success at home, kind of like the chances here tonight.
Going by the numbers, should be a good day for the Brewers. Pfaadt, who has pitched on this mound twice, once in the playoffs in 2023. You see the highest road ERAs in the big leagues. Pfaadt number 2 in the league. But Pfaadt's only regular season start was really good last year's. Tosi says that's a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, this is his 3rd year with the Diamondbacks. He made 5 postseason starts in 2023. A 5th round draft choice of Arizona back in 2020.
That's strike 3 called. Change up on the outside corner.
Well, let's check out the Diamondbacks defensively here tonight. And Brandon Pfaadt throws a lot of ground balls, so you figure the infield going to be busy. McCarthy, Thomas, Carroll in the outfield. Alexander, Smith on the corners. Perdomo, Marte really good up the middle, short and second base. And Gabby Moreno back behind home plate. He started behind home plate last night.
And William Contreras gets a shot at Brandon Pfaadt. Couple of base hits for Contreras last night. And Pfaadt's going to be successful. He's going to have to live down in that zone with that sinker.
Doesn't throw very hard. I mean, cruising speed about 94. Change up, curve, cutter.
Arsenal for him this year, Rock. Some variant to that fastball.
That's a lot.
It's fun when we see those arsenals and they go halfway up the screen.
6, 7 pitches that they throw. Do you think they throw that many, or it's just the way it comes out of their hand?
Tough to keep up if you're a catcher. If it was old traditional ways, you wouldn't have enough fingers to run down there.
You have to take your glove off. Throw down to number 7.
Contreras fouled it back just to our right. To right field. Pretty deep. Carroll's back at the notch. It's off the top of the wall. And Contreras is on his way to second base with a double.
Just love to see that out of William Contreras, driving that ball to right field. He's back. Well, it took him a while. First half, not driving the ball to the opposite field, but he is now. Waits back, puts a good swing on it, has that backspin just out of the reach of Corbin Carroll. That extra wide warning track, I think, got him right there. Not used to playing here all that much. The Diamondbacks, he had another step he could have gone.
Yelich having a great homestand. Takes up and in for ball one. He's 7 for 15 so far in the homestand. 2 more hits last night, 2 more runs batted in to get him up to 90. Yelich took a strike to even things up. Tonight's Potawatomi Casino Hotel advanced stat. Most RBI in a single season for Christian Yelich. All of those in a Brewers uniform with the exception of 2016. Number 18 won the MVP. Should have won it in 19 as he hits one into right center. That will fall. Contreras had to make sure it was going to get down. Cost the Brewers a run, but it was the smart play. Runners around the corner.
He wasn't sure. Not sure if Corbin Carroll was going to be able to get those, so play it safe. Only 1 out. Yeah, there's that cut fastball. He's came up with that cutter this year. It's been a pretty good pitch for him, but Yelly able to get enough of it. And dumps it into right field.
RBI machine Andrew Vaughn on his t-shirt giveaway night. 10,000 King Vaughn t-shirts being given away at the ballpark. Trying to pick up a run batted in. There's 2 RBIs for him in his last 10 games. Toss to first, Yelich back.
I don't think anybody would have anticipated, Vaughn being able to keep up the RBI pace that he was on when he first came over here. Averaging over an RBI per game. Cooled off a bit.
Averaging just under an RBI a game now. Still hitting a shade under 300 as a Brewer. And Vaughn took up and in with a breaking ball.
9 of his 14 home runs this year has come as a Brewer.
RBI numbers for him since July 7th. Pretty rare company there.
Pretty much guaranteed to get pitches to hit against this guy. He's only got 31 walks this year. 31 walks, 113 strikeouts, and 140 innings. A strike thrower.
Vaughn into left. Should be deep enough. McCarthy makes the catch. Contreras scores. There's your RBI for Vaughn. It's 1-0 Brewers.
Get a double, get him over, get him in. That's what the Brewers have been doing a really good job of lately, second half of the season.
Best teams in the league at cashing in runners from third base with less than 2 outs. Sal Frelick going to try and keep the inning going. Had an RBI last night. Was 0 for 4, snapping an 8-game hitting streak. Two 2-0. Brewers have not trailed in the series. Scored that first 5 runs in the 3rd inning last night.
And not only does Fott throw a lot of strikes, but he throws a lot of quality strikes on the corners. We've seen that already in this inning.
Pitch number 20 coming up in the inning for Fott.
Another pitch right on the outside corner.
Yelich was leaning slightly. Slow roller. Fought. Behind the back. Throws it into foul ground. Yelich will get third base. Ill-advised from Brandon Pfaadt costs the Diamondbacks 90 feet.
It's going to be a hit, I would imagine, and an error allowing Yelich to get to third base. Not sure why he did that. I don't think he had any chance to get Frelick at first base. A behind-the-back flip with the glove. A little errant with that flip. Hitting an error.
Brewers will take the 90 feet as the pitching coach is out. Brian Kaplan to have a chat with Pfaadt. More than anything, I bet just slow things down after ran almost to second base to get that ground ball.
Pretty athletic to be able to flip it behind his back like that out of the glove, but it wasn't even close.
Reminded you of the play that Admiral Uribe made last night to end the ball game.
Yeah.
The range that he showed, but didn't flip with the glove. He went shovel pass.
Yeah.
I'm still amazed he was able to make that play last night.
Yeah, I mean, what an athlete, huh? I mean, the way he bounces off the mound like that. Presence of mind to be able to collect himself and make a nice shovel pass to first. These guys are pretty good athletes, partner.
As Collins digs in and takes a strike. The old adage was pitchers aren't athletes, right? I would beg to differ.
Agreed.
That's a pretty good athlete right there, Mizorowski. Ball and a strike on Collins. Getting that pitch count up again. They knocked Eduardo Rodriguez out of the ball game in the third last night. I tell you, Jarvis did an unbelievable job out of the pen finishing that game for Arizona.
Yes, he did.
Right on the corner for his strike.
All over the outside corner here in the first inning.
Collins pops a foul. Pfaadt just did beat the pitch timer. 25 pitch first inning.
See, Collins, a very good two-strike hitter. Does a lot of damage with two strikes.
Yeah, it took strike three right down the middle. Collins rung up for the Brewers. Strike first, 1-0 after one.
All-star rookie Jacob Mizorowski back on the mound now with a 1-0 lead, and our Gruber Law offices called to the clubhouse. Jacob Mizorowski making his 10th career start, coming off of a loss against the Cubs at Wrigley Field, and he's just working his way back up, coming off of the IL. This is his third start returning. The first one was a short start, and then that last one against the Cubs, he ran into some trouble with a high pitch count, 78 pitches in just 4 innings. So the day after that start at Wrigley, pitching coach Chris Hook and Jim Henderson, they did an old walk and talk with Miz around Wrigley Field, and the what of what they talked about, that stays between them. But talking to Chris Hook earlier today about that, he said that's something that they've done with pitchers sometimes, and it's just a different way to communicate and engage with the player. And he said, look, even at Wrigley Field, sometimes it's just getting out of the clubhouse, right, and having a different kind of conversation, or not talking to them while they're in the middle of their throwing program or the bullpen. It's just a way to have a more free-flowing conversation. And so they talked about a lot of things with Miz, primarily about just the daily work in between starts, kind of where he's at as he's navigating here things in his first full season here. And so Chris Hook said he likes having those kinds of conversations with players. They'll do it at different times of the season. Felt it was the right time to do that here with Jacob Mizorowski, and obviously he's got great potential, guys. But Hook said every day they're working on building a foundation with Mizorowski. And just look at the innings, right? It's a very small sample. Still less than 40 innings for him here in the major leagues and just 10 starts. So everything that he does, he's taking something away and he's learning from every experience. So they want to continue that process for him.
Thanks so much, Sophia. As Gurriel's down to the count, 1-2, and a swing and a miss. Got him with the curveball. Third strikeout. for Jacob Misiorowski.
It's all about building blocks with Misiorowski. Right now, he's doing all of this on just sheer ability, just natural instincts and his athleticism, and you can't come at him too much with a lot of mechanical stuff all at once. You've got to just build the building blocks to get him to where you want him to be and find that consistency in his release point. He will lose his release point for an inning, and then all of a sudden, sit in the dugout, he'll come back and he'll have it again. That's the raw ability that he is showing right now, and just needs to be able to harness it and think about mechanics a little bit more, and he's going to be fine.
He's a big guy out there on the mound as Smith takes a strike. Those arms, those legs, they're going all over the place. It's hard to hone all those things in at one time and keep it consistent.
Yeah.
2 balls and 1 strike on Pavin Smith at 100 there.
I mean, when you think about a delivery from a guy like Misiorowski, I mean, maybe an inch different in the arm angle and the release point is going to make a big difference. That's why a lot of these veteran guys have been in the big leagues as long as they have. I mean, that release point is gold to them. They're consistent with it. They were able to back it up pitch after pitch, no matter what kind of pitch they're throwing. It's got to be the same delivery. All this stuff that he's learning for the first time.
Back to even against Pavin Smith. 2-2. This slightly outside.
He does wear his heart on his sleeve as well. He thought that was a strike and he's walking off the mound.
That's the one thing he can't teach is his passion, and he's got a ton of it. He's just having fun out there on the mound. Smith fouls it away again. I was up in the booth when Misiorowski was sandwiched between Chris Hook and Jim Henderson on that walk. They went around Wrigley Field, barefoot, by the way, at least 5 times. It's a long chat. 3-2. Foul back again.
And again, you got to be mindful for a coach. I mean, how much can he handle all at one time? And how much of a change you want to throw at him at one time? I mean, you can really set him back considerably if he's got too much to think about out there.
You've been a part of a lot of those conversations, Rock. Maybe they weren't even talking about pitching. Maybe they're just talking about life, too.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah. It's a private thing between coach and player.
Smith pops it up. Siegler's not going to have a play on it. Another foul ball, and the beat goes on with Smith against Misiorowski.
And again, when he throws a pitch and he thinks it's a strike, it's called a ball, he will make some motions to the umpire, wondering where that pitch was. You really got to be careful with that kind of thing. But you don't want to take that enthusiasm away from him completely.
Pitch number 9 to Pavin Smith. And he lines out to Siegler. Battle won by Misiorowski. There have been times where those long at-bats have gone the hitter's way, and that can sometimes derail an inning for Misiorowski.
Good at bat by Pavin Smith. The fastball was down a little bit, but away. And line drive to Siegler. He makes the play.
Looking for another clean inning. 3 strikeouts thus far for Misiorowski. So far, Misiorowski's been pretty clean with his mechanics, hitting the corners. Many times when he comes out of the gate, he's 100 to 102 with the velocity. But then inning number 2, he gets down to 96, 98. You can operate down there for sure.
That's still bringing it up there pretty good. I mean, you don't need triple digits to be effective.
Right down the middle, 1-2.
But it helps when you throw one down the middle.
That's the big difference.
Hundy. Yeah. It's not as eye-popping as it used to be, is it? See it quite often.
And it is for Misiorowski when he's doing it in the 6th.
You see it from relievers a lot, but not many starters.
1-2. fell off the mound there. He had some issues with the mound in Cincinnati. Not blaming that on the results that he had against the Reds in his first game off the injured list. Definitely had issues with it, though. Moreno pops it up. Foul territory, and again in the seats. Most pitches at 100 or more miles an hour this season, and Jacob Mizorowski starting to catch up to Hunter Green. And then it is a long ways away for number 3.
That's right.
That is fouled.
And the other part of that, Hunter Green has 14 starts. This is number 10 for Mizorowski.
A lot less innings, too. Another long at bat. Moreno waits, and he struck him out. 1-on-1 right down the middle. 4 strikeouts for Mizorowski through 2 perfect innings. Here it is. See if he can hit it. Milwaukee Brewers baseball on FanDuel Sports Network is presented by Northwestern Mutual. Batter up to a better way to money today at northwesternmutual.com. And by your Wisconsin Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. A great night to be at the ballpark. Brewers with a 1-0 lead. And Anthony Siegler digs in, lead off against Brandon Pfaadt. 26 pitches for Pfaadt in that first inning. If you're going to get him, got to get him early. Siegler takes the strike. Caleb Durbin not starting today, available off the bench. Siegler getting started third, get that left-handed bat in there against Pfaadt.
Yeah, Brandon Pfaadt has some pedigree. I mean, 5 postseason starts, including the World Series back a couple of years ago.
He started a game against the Brewers in the wild card series back in 2023. Made 2 regular season starts against Milwaukee. As Siegler takes low. Did not fare well down in Arizona. Was exceptionally good against the Brewers in September of last year in Milwaukee, though. Career high 12 strikeouts in that game. There's strike 3 called. Another called third strike against a Brewer hitter. And now a quick word from attorney David Gruber.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Call Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Blake Perkins digs in and takes a strike.
I tell you, Pfaadt must be hiding the ball pretty well. Brewers don't seem as though they're picking the ball up all that well. 3 strikeouts, all looking. And all the strikeouts, the third strikes have been pretty much down the middle of the plate. Either guessing wrong or just not picking it up.
We showed that graphic of Pfaadt. 1 start in Arizona, 1 start in Milwaukee. They were in back-to-back appearances as Perkins lines one and caught by Perdomo. You would think that if you got to the guy in the previous start, you'd get to him again the next time around. But make an adjustment as a pitcher, and hitter doesn't make an adjustment. It's an arbitrary thing.
Every pitcher's different every start, right? I mean, they don't have the same stuff every time they go out there. You know, Hall of Famers pretty much do, but I mean, most guys, they're going to have a good start. They might have a bad start. The stuff is not the same every time out.
Sure.
Just like a hitter. You're not the same every day. And a lot of times a starting pitcher, a relief pitcher will tell you that it really doesn't matter what you have down in the bullpen. A lot of times it doesn't apply when you get out on the mound in a game.
Broken bat, pop up, second base. Brewers go 3 up and 3 down in the bottom of the second inning.
Hey, what's better than a long weekend and dollar hot dogs at a Brewer game? Join the crew for a Labor Day battle against the Phillies on September 1st and enjoy dollar hot dogs all game long. Get your seats at brewers.com/tickets.
How many hot dogs do you think you put down over the course of a game?
How many could I?
Could you? Yeah, could you? McCarthy pops up the first pitch of the inning. Siegler waiting for it to come down.
I'm not quite sure. I mean, maybe back in the day, 20 years ago, maybe half a dozen.
Okay.
I had a hot dog today.
Okay. How'd it work out?
Went in there earlier and really before all the food was ready, the hot dogs were ready. I got a hot dog.
Nice.
How many can Josh Mauer put away?
That number is still being compiled. He is our hot dog connoisseur over in the radio booth. He's got his rankings. Ballparks around America, minor league and major league.
Brewers press room hot dogs are really good.
Yes, they are.
They are.
I'd say, and I think Josh would agree, they're in the top 5 in the league.
Okay.
I think, I see, the funny thing is I don't have a hot dog unless it's baseball season. I can't do it.
Why is that?
Just doesn't feel right to have a hot dog unless you're at a ball game.
Baseball, hot dogs, and apple pie. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. A slice of Americana. When we were in Chicago, they have a warmer in the back of the press box. I think I lived on hot dogs and Uncrustables for the year that we were in Chicago last week.
Uncrustables aren't bad either.
I didn't eat them together. It's not like I put the hot dog in the Uncrustable and then folded it up. Now that's just crazy. Alexander fouls it back. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I like the fact that Mizorowski tonight is relying more on command and mechanics than just sheer velocity.
I made the comment that he'll come out of the gates and be 100, 102 miles an hour in the first inning, and then the next couple his velocity's down. He can operate lower velocities as the first batter reaches to start this 3rd inning. After the pop-up from Jake McCarthy, a 1-out walk to Blaze Alexander. Alec Thomas, the hitter. It was the 3rd inning that was the troublesome inning for him against the Cubs last time out.
Yeah, walked the 7, 8, and 9 hitters.
See if he can find that release point again and pumps in strike number 1. So the thing for Mizorowski, it feels like this is going to be part of his learning curve. Look at a guy like Brandon Woodruff, who's not going out there and throwing 100 miles an hour every single time, right? He might not have that in the tank anymore because of the shoulder, but when he needs to reach back for some extra, he's got it in the tank. But you can operate and throw strikes and get a lot of outs, not throwing max effort every single pitch.
Yeah, we saw that from Brandon last night. I mean, cruising speed about 92 to 94, but every now and again when he felt like he needed to hump up on one, he can give you 95, 96.
Bottom of the zone, 99, 2-2 on Alec Thomas. Another strikeout for Miz.
Fastball in at 98 miles an hour. Yeah, that's effective. It doesn't have to be 101. If you throw a fastball right there on the inside corner at 98, you don't need much more than that. As long as you're working ahead in the count.
Back to the top of the order with Perdomo, struck out to open up the ball game. One of 5 strikeouts thus far for Mizorowski. Talking about losing pitches arm side, it's pitches like that.
Sometimes when there's a man at first and he tries to be quick, the delivery quick, he kind of opens up, and that's when he loses the fastball away to a lefty.
Back in there went slider.
Can't be easy catching Mizorowski either. We were talking about that last time.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Tyler wanted to start a rock band, so his parents got a loan from Landmark Credit Union. Several sleep-deprived weeks later, they came to us again, asking for a mortgage on a quiet lake house, far, far away. Landmark Credit Union. Banking made easy.
Sarah had her eye on a sporty little sports car, so she came to Landmark Credit Union and we gave her a great rate on a car loan. Her checking account came in handy too for paying her unexpected speeding ticket. Landmark Credit Union. Banking made easy.
Down he goes at 101, his best inning yet. Wow! Spectacular play by Joey Ortiz. And Drew Vaughn has another one.
There's your platinum glover right there, Bryce Terray.
He's headed to right. That's your ball game.
Put on your thinking cap. T-Mobile coverage cam. Who skipped better? Was it Uribe from last night or Miz just a moment ago?
That's an end of a game skip right there. I mean, there's a little bit more gusto in that. That's a third inning skip. Finished off with a strikeout. He's got some work to do, so you can't be skipping with the same gusto that Uribe did.
We got to have more arms from Miz. But maybe in the 6th or 7th inning when he's done?
Maybe. That's the best I can do breaking that down.
I liked it. It was really good. It's really good. I can't wait for Vinny Rotino to do that in the postgame show. You think Vinny's going to get...
He's going to skip?
Skip analysis?
I bet he could skip. I'd like to see him skip.
I think he's a 80 grade skipper. Vinny's on our pre and post game coverage. He'll be making the trip to Toronto.
Vinny's in here right now. Yeah.
Why do you think we're talking about?
I didn't realize he was in here. Hey, Vinny.
There's a strike on Terang. Vinny brought a group of people with him, too. We're just hanging out in the zoo. It's okay.
Don't feed the animals.
2-2 to Terang. Fouled away. There's Vinny's group. See, they're all excited.
See, you know, Vinny brings it to the booth to get on TV.
Did Vinny bring a Kringle with us today, or that's just a Sunday treat? Fouled back by Terang. Figured Vinny usually brings Kringles. Maybe the day game Thursday.
It's a Sunday thing, isn't it?
Well, day games. Beat goes on with Terang. Terang struck out in the first one. 3 strikeouts for Fott. Good take on the change. This will be the 9th pitch of the sequence. And he walked him. Leadoff man is aboard for the first time.
One of his best fastballs, 95, just missed the bottom of the strike zone.
.25 fastballs, combination thereof. A changeup mix. Contreras doubled his first time and scored the game's only run. This was Friday. Contreras' first ever walk-off home run. His 14th of the season on a Wisconsin Lottery Powerball home run counter. McGill had given up a run in the top of the 9th inning, and then Contreras sent everybody home happy.
That's one of the greatest laps around the bases I've ever seen. And it started about halfway to first base.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. I'd do the same with a walk-off like that.
Coming off of that emotional series in Chicago, had the lead going into the 9th inning. Rare miscue from Trevor McGill out there on the mound, and Contreras picked him up. That's what this team's been doing for the last few months, picking each other up every night.
Somebody different. Not the same guy every night. That's what it takes. I mean, when you've got the most wins in the big leagues, it can't be 1 or 2 guys doing most of the work.
We discussed the 7, 8, 9 hitters last night, and they came through in a big way in that 5-run 3rd inning. Slow roller foul. The only at-bats the Brewers had with runners in scoring position last night came in that 3rd inning. They were 5 for 8. Brewers still have a 4.5 game lead over the Tigers for the best record in Major League Baseball. Lead the division by 5.5 games over the Cubs. And time called by Contreras. Cubs are in San Francisco taking on the Giants. So Brewers fans can all be Giants fans for the next 3 days. Good take. He is locked in, taking those last 2 pitches from Fott.
I mean, everybody in this lineup is, works the count. I mean, they very rarely swing out of the strike zone. They do. Everybody does, but not often.
That's low. He runs at full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Andre Monasterio getting some seeds in his hair there from Daniel DeMonasterio. Ah, they found him.
Probably see Terang take off on this pitch.
Ninth pitch of the sequence. There he goes. And a drive to left. Hammered and gone. 15 for William Contreras. to the sweeper one too many times. He hung it, and Contreras absolutely demolished it.
Right down the middle. 22nd home run allowed by Pott. The 19th that he's allowed on the road this year. I tell you, Contreras was down in the count 0-2. He worked his way to a full count. He got a slider that hung and didn't miss it. Talk about barreling it up. Big fly.
Tip of the cap, 441 feet away. Almost got it up to Bernie Chalet. So 3-0 Brewers after the homer by Contreras. They do it again in the third inning against Arizona. And Yelich a broken bat and a base hit for Yelich. He's 2 for 2. Good times are rolling for the Brewers offense.
Yeah, Yelich has got it going right now. That ball right off the end of the bat. It sounded like he might have broke his bat. Dumps it in front of Thomas in center. Didn't hit the ball all that hard his first time up. A base hit to right.
Second time in 3 innings that the pitching coach has to go out and chat with Fott. And while they discuss, a quick message from Potawatomi Casino Hotel. So Fott, 57 pitches for him through 2+ innings. That's what the Brewers did to Eduardo Rodriguez last night. He was taken out in the third after 65 pitches. That's the last thing Torey Lovullo wants to deal with right now after he got a great effort out of the pen from Bryce Jarvis last night. What else do you have? Everybody else is available.
Right. Started went 2 1/3 yesterday. But because of what Jarvis was able to do yesterday, the bullpen's got to be feeling pretty good. Pretty much everybody but him is available.
You see that sign out there, Rod? Vaughn's Valley, trying to bring it back with Greg Vaughn. And thanks, White Sox.
Don't tell Vaughny that.
Brewers are the benefactors of that trade with the Chicago White Sox.
Greg Vaughn, I mean, not Andrew.
Tossed first, Yelich back.
I actually texted with Greg Vaughn today.
How's Greg Vaughn doing?
Doing great. Living in Vegas.
Yep.
There's Andrew's numbers as a Brewer. Very Greg Vaughn-like.
Just confirming Vaughny's spot back at fantasy camp as a coach.
He's got to come back.
Yeah.
He's a judge at Kangaroo Court.
He's excellent. Swing and a miss. Right down the middle, Vaughn came up empty. A strikeout for Fott. First out of the inning in the third.
Fastball at the top of the zone. Got a lot of the plate. Swung right under it. The sense that Fott's a bit sneaky fast. 93, 94 comes out of his hand a bit better than what you would think.
Pitch called a ball. I mean, he's a guy that gets a ton of called third strikes too. To your point, I just don't think people pick the ball up well out of his hand.
It's got to be it.
Ball and strike on Frelick. Fought the second most strikeouts looking. This one shot towards the left side. Perdomo flips, not in time. Yelich beat the play. It's going to be a hit for Frelick.
Sal Frelick with 2 infield hits. Take him any way you can get him. No chance at second base, not with Christian Yelich running to second.
Only try from Perdomo was Yelich at second base. No shot to get Frelick. Brewers still lead the major leagues in infield hits. And it's not really close.
That ball off the bat, I think Fott might have thought it might have been a double play, but didn't realize that Perdomo was up the middle.
Collins takes a strike. Now, only Zach Wheeler of the Phillies has more strikeouts looking since the beginning of last season than Brandon Pfaadt. Two runs in already on the 2-run homer from William Contreras. Ooh, look out. Was trying to get out of the way and couldn't get the bat out.
If he didn't bunt it, it would have hit him. Self-defense. Yikes.
One and two on Collins. Throw behind and Yelich gets back in there. Brewers were working on base running before the game today. Base running, bunting, some fundamentals work.
All the little things that the Brewers have been doing really well this year. The little things that mean so much. Little things become big things in this game.
And that's where the Brewers have to be perfect, is winning the little things. .67 pitches already for Pfaadt. Broken back ground ball. They'll go to second. That's one. No return throw. Runners around the corners. Let's go downstairs, Sophia. More on the fundamentals before the game today.
Yeah, those are the things that Pat Murphy preaches all the time, and this is a regular for them on homestands. Today they had a later report day just as they continue this long stretch of games, and they did not have BP on the field, but they still did all of those things that you guys talked about, of doing some bunting, some base running, even for the pitchers, just holding runners. And Pat Murphy said, look, it is so hard to practice and try to recreate game situations, but he likes doing this regularly with his players and with the coaching staff, because he said sometimes players respond more to physically going through it, right? Physically going through the motions, even when they're talking amongst themselves, talking about situations. Veteran players like Christian Yelich speaking up about situations, how you might approach things to be aware of, right, in different situations. So it's different than just sitting down and having a meeting or watching some video. Physically going through it, he said sometimes players respond better to that, and those are areas that he says all the time. They have to execute in those situations. They have to be better on the margins than most teams. That's just how this team is built, and we see that with how they execute their offense all season long.
It's fun watching Christian Yelich take the lead in the base running program as the runner takes off. No throw, and Collins will steal second without an attempt from Moreno.
And a perfect day today to do those things. No batting practice on the field, so it's good to get the guys out on the field and move around a little bit, as opposed to just sitting in the dugout or sitting in the clubhouse watching movies, doing whatever they do in there. Get them moving around. Minimal effort.
Base hit to the outfield could mean a couple of runs for Siegler. And slightly low, 2 balls and a strike.
The umpiring crew not a fan of low strike.
We had that discussion last night.
Many times.
Yes. Oh, just one inning worth of the good stuff. That's a strike on the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Siegler. Just the little things such as where to get on the cutout for your lead so that you're comfortable. You know you can get back on a back pick. Ziegler, left field, shallow. McCarthy can't make the play. 2 runs will score. Ziegler to second base. The Brewers have 5 on the D-backs.
Well, McCarthy probably should have had that. He got there. It would have been a nice catch, but that ball hit his glove, just not able to hold on. So Ziegler able to put the ball in play and drive it in a couple of runs. Check it out. McCarthy playing shallow and toward the line. He should have had that. Goes off the glove and 2 more runs in. Brewers taking advantage. Infield hit. This one goes off the glove. He probably should have had it. I would imagine Ziegler gets a base hit.
First career extra base hit for Anthony Ziegler. It's a 4-run 3rd inning. Had a 5-run 3rd last night. Yet another 4 or more run inning this year for the Brewers to lead the big leagues. That's been the magic number. Typically it's if they score 4 runs in a game, it means good things. And when they score 4 in an inning.
But it's the add-on runs that make a big difference, right? I mean, they're doing a good job of that. It took them a while to get an add-on run in yesterday's game.
Approaching 40 pitches in this inning is 5. That's a strike on pitch number 39 in the inning. This one is 40. And there's some action in the bullpen. Jake Woodford. And there's a strike on Perkins. 2-2. Eighth man to hit in the inning is Blake Perkins.
Mm.
3-2.
He doesn't miss by much, does he? Working those edges, realizing that he really doesn't have the stuff to go down the middle with many.
Well, he's only walked 1 batter in the game. Might be the last batter for him. Perkins fouls it away.
That one down the middle. 95, reaching back a little bit.
I mean, you get into that 30-40 pitch mark in an inning and flags are starting to go up in the dugout and get somebody loose. Woodford's ready in that bullpen. Perkins into right. Carroll can't make the play, knocks it down. Ziegler will score. It's a 5-run 3rd.
Another long at bat. Blake Perkins able to win it with a base hit. Suddenly got it down on the trademark a little bit. Didn't hit it all that well. Got jammed a bit, but able to dump it in front of Carroll in right. And with 2 outs, Ziegler able to score running on contact.
Carroll made a nice play keeping this ball in front of him. A no-look catch. Because if that gets by him, Perkins is standing at least at 3rd. Moreno going to buy some time for Woodford.
80 pitches already. A lot of them in this inning. That's going to be it looks like.
43 pitch inning for Brandon Pfaadt. And for the 2nd straight night, the Brewers knock out a Diamondback starter in the 3rd inning. See how long Woodford goes tonight for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's going to come into this ball game. The Brewers lead it 6-0 and still hitting in the bottom of the 3rd in Milwaukee. Youngsters soaking up the last bits of summer at the ballpark before school starts. 6-0 Brewers. New pitcher is Jake Woodford. His 13th appearance of the season. Rock Brewers have seen a lot of him, but he was in a Cardinals uniform.
Yeah, and again, this guy can eat up some innings. 4 innings his last time out against the Reds. He did pick up a save in that appearance. You can see game number 13, bigger in run average. We'll see what the Brewers can do about that.
Andrew Monasterio, the hitter, he's the 9th man to hit in the inning. 5 runs have scored, and he swings and misses at the first pitch fastball from Woodford on in reserve. He's getting it done. Brewers with 9 players, the plate appearance in a particular inning. Number 1 in baseball.
And getting back to Woodford, 9 of his 12 appearances this year have gone multiple innings. 2 or more innings 7 times, 3 or more innings 3 times. So he's a guy that can pick up the starter, if you will. But back-to-back days, that has to tax the bullpen a bit. Back-to-back days with short starts.
Surprised to see the transaction list not have Bryce Jarvis go back down to Reno to have a fresh arm up, but he saved everybody else.
Yeah. Now it's time for the bullpen to save him, right?
Swinging and a miss. Monasterio's down on strikes. Woodford comes in, strikes out Mona. But the Brewers put up 5 runs, 2 with 1 swing from William Contreras, 441 feet away. Brewers up by 6.
Jacob Mizorowski and the Brewers now a 6-0 lead over the Diamondbacks, and 2 Brewers that are still rehabbing with the Nashville Sounds back in action today after an off day yesterday. The first being Jackson Chourio, and the Brewers said that he could be ready as soon as this weekend series in Toronto, if not this next series here at home against Philly, and he's leading off for the Sounds today. They're hoping he can get 7 innings in at center field. He has 3 games under his belt with the Sounds as he works his way back from that right hamstring strain. He's missed all of August. And then for Rhys Hoskins, he's still progressing really well. He's got 5 games down there with the Nashville Sounds. He's gone 5 for 19, 2 home runs for him, the OPS 965. But because he's been out since July 6th, guys, with that thumb injury, he does need a little bit of a longer runway. So he is starting at first base. They expect him to play all 9 innings. Hopefully that will continue for the next couple days. They are targeting an early September return for Hoskins, and then decision times, right, in terms of how you make all the pieces fit on this roster. But remember, the rosters do expand on September 1st to 28.
And just 2 players that you can add on September 1st. If Marte fouls it away, used to have the ability to use all 40 on your 40-man roster.
You can add 1 position player and 1 pitcher. So you can't add 2 pitchers, or you can't add 2 position players. So it'll be interesting to see how the Brewers, manage that. And what are they going to do about first base?
Good problems to have.
Right. You can't have too many bats. But you got to wonder, which one of the 2 guys, Andrew Vaughn or Rhys Hoskins, which guy will be more productive working off the bench? A lot of guys have to play every day to be productive.
Marte fouls it away. Plus you have Jake Bauers, left-handed bat.
And Chourio coming back, and all good problems to have, but you can only put 9 on the field at a time.
Check swing, ground ball. Got to get back to first base. Vaughn couldn't get back in time. That is going to be the first hit for the Arizona Diamondbacks in a play that caught Vaughn in between at first base.
Yep. And Bryce Terang had to wait for Vaughn to turn around before he threw the baseball. And that's what cost the Brewers the out. It's an easy play for Bryce Terang. You could see him take a while to get rid of the baseball because he wanted to make sure that Vaughn was looking. He got over there in time, but it took Terang a little bit of time to get rid of the baseball.
Looks like we have an equipment issue with Corbin Carroll, or maybe something in his eye.
Tough way to give up your first hit.
Yeah, right? May have been better off just going straight to first base if you're Jacob Mizorowski and let Vaughn peel off. Saw Corbin Carroll there pointing at his right eye.
There's something in my eye you got to be able to see when you're up there at the plate.
Especially with a guy like Mizorowski on the mound.
Right.
Mizorowski had to sit on that bench for a long time during that third inning. And
interesting, you get something in your eye on the on-deck serve. You understand if you're at the plate and your feet went into the ground or diving back into a base.
They're going to put a new contact lens in his eye. Maybe it popped out on him.
Yeah.
The third inning's been the lucky inning for the Brewers the last couple of days. Last night they had a 5-run third inning. Tonight a 5-run third inning.
They should at least let Mizorowski throw a couple.
All right, new contact lens in place. Brewers production team putting together a nice playlist for Corbin Carroll. All right, we're back at it. Mizorowski ready to work. First pitch is a strike.
Was that low strike?
Corbin Carroll on his way up. He goes, sorry, man. Contact lens popped out. It's okay. We're all good, man. We get it.
Telling Mizorowski sorry. That's good sportsmanship.
Swing and a miss. Now, if he goes and hits a homer here, then he's not going to be that sorry. Mizorowski hoping that doesn't happen. Pitching into the fourth inning for the first time in a while. And he got him.
Change up.
Yeah, it's filthy. 7th strikeout for Mizorowski.
First strikeout looking. Dropped the changeup on him. 91 miles an hour. Looks like a different pitcher tonight.
What do you see? What's different about him?
He's not trying to overpower everybody. I mean, he's still overpowering guys, but he's not trying to throw 100 miles an hour every pitch. And he's been able to stay into his mechanics. Seems like he's on balance and his feet are under him.
Still free and easy, but not wild.
Right. Under control.
Contreras stretching out back there.
All part of the learning curve in the major leagues for a 23-year-old.
Fly ball to center by Gurriel.
Well, stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Plus, stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details.
30 games to go, including this one tonight for the Milwaukee Brewers. 82 wins, 50 losses. 30 games.
Yeah, believe it?
Not really.
No, it's going fast. Brewers with a 5.5 game lead.
What happens when you're playing so well and have been playing so well for a long time? What a part of May. Yes, he did. 0-2. Since May 18th, Milwaukee Brewers #1. It's not really that close. Smith, flare, foul.
When the team left New York in that Yankee series in the beginning of the season, would you have ever believed that at this point in the year the Brewers have the best record in the National League, best record in the big leagues?
I'm not sure anybody would have had that on their bingo card.
Right. That's why you play 162 games. You never know.
Brewers coming into the day today, #1 in Major League Baseball, plus 161 with their run differential. Smith down the right field line. It is a fair ball and into the corner. It'll bounce over the wall for a double. Saves a run for the time being.
That's a break. Marte certainly would have scored on that if it stayed in play. First legitimate hit. And for the Diamondbacks, a fastball, and Pavin Smith able to hit it hard down in the right field corner.
Miscommunication base hit by Marte started the inning. Now you've got the double, second and third with 2 outs from Moreno. 68 pitches for Mizorowski. Last time out through 78 pitches against the Cubs. Now only covered a few innings. And a warning to make sure Mizorowski had the attention of the hitter before coming set. Just off the inside corner. Moreno, one of the 7 strikeouts for Mizorowski. Ended the first 3 innings with strikeouts. Fly ball left center. Collins out of room. It's a 3-run homer for Gabby Moreno, and it cuts the Brewers' lead in half. His 7th home run of the season. And a rare home run allowed to a right-handed batter for Mizorowski.
That was a slider about 94 miles an hour that split home plate in half. A mistake right down the middle. Then Moreno barrels it up, knocks it out of here. A 6-3 lead for the Brewers. That was a no-doubter to left.
McCarthy takes outside.
Back-to-back sliders and then at bat to Gabby Moreno.
Well, back to a ball game as McCarthy takes a strike. Still have that 3-run advantage.
Diamondbacks can hit home runs now. They're second in the National League in homers. They're behind the Dodgers.
Mizorowski's now allowed 5 home runs on the season. That was the first one to a right-handed batter. Hadn't allowed a homer in a while since that Shohei Ohtani leadoff homer against the Dodgers back on the 8th of July. Struck out McCarthy. 8th strikeout for Mizorowski, but the Diamondbacks get in it. 3-run homer by Moreno. Spectrum game reset has the Brewers up by 3. Contreras with a 2-run homer as part of a 5-run 3rd inning for a 2nd consecutive night against Arizona. Gabby Moreno answered with a 3-run homer of his own. Top of the order again for the Brewers. They hit 9 in the bottom of the 3rd. Jake Woodford on out of the bullpen. Got the final out of the 3rd inning.
Never have enough against this Arizona offense. They keep coming at you.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Woodford made his big league debut back in 2020 with the Cardinals. Parts of 4 seasons with St. Louis. Last year, the Pirates and White Sox. 13th appearance this year with Arizona. Count is full on Bryce Terang. He struck out and walked. And he struck him out. Turned over a changeup. Leadoff man retired in the 4th.
There's been a number of called strike threes against the Brewers tonight. First one for Woodford. Rang was called out on strikes to start the game for Milwaukee.
Contreras has seen 15 pitches so far in his first 2 at-bats, a double and a homer. And takes low for ball 1. Wisconsin Lottery Powerball home run leaderboard, and William Contreras now all by himself in the number 3 spot behind Yelich, Chourio. Chourio has not played in the month of August. And that's fouled by Contreras. As Sophia said, he may be nearing a return. Potentially the Toronto series. Back-to-back games scheduled tonight and tomorrow. 7 innings, 9 innings.
Probably looking at that Toronto series for a comeback, right? You would think.
Going to be a fun series. Toronto, second best record in the American League. On the ground, short, 2 hops. Perdomo had that one take off on him. 2 away in the 4th inning. 77-55 for the Toronto Blue Jays. But one of the best home records in the league.
Leading the American League in batting average, 267. That's pretty good team batting average. They can hit.
There is ball 1 on Yelich. American League East standings have the Blue Jays at the top, 4.5 games above the Red Sox. The Yankees are a game behind Boston. Yelich fouls. So remember, the Orioles won the division last year. They got bounced in the first round. Orioles just decimated by injuries.
No kidding.
Lost a lot of pitching last year. Of course, Corbin Burns signed with these Arizona Diamondbacks. He had Tommy John surgery. Yelich took a strike.
Orioles 11 games under 500.
Towards left, and McCarthy comes in and makes the catch. Brewers go in order in the 4th inning.
Another Miz t-shirt giveaway is coming up on Tuesday, September 16th. Don't miss your chance. Get here early and be one of the first 10,000 ticketed fans through the gates to get a shirt. Find tickets at brewers.com/giveaways.
Supporting the Parkinson's Foundation, near and dear to Mizorowski's heart. I like that sweatshirt. Mizorowski with the K there in the box.
Got it.
Mizzer DeVos, the Mizler. Mizarella stick. Throwing all of his nicknames out there. Feels like a custom piece.
Yeah. Perfect name for Milwaukee.
Yes, it is. 0-2 on Blaze Alexander. Challenged him.
Yeah, it was a mistake. It was a hanging slider. Alexander missed it.
Came back 98, better quality pitch on the corner. There's the first of the Miz shirts with the King Vaughn shirt from today. I hope that young fan had another shirt that he came to the game with.
Yeah, what did he wear coming in?
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a curveball. 9th strikeout for Mizorowski.
Yeah, 9 strikeouts, only 1 walk. It's always a good sign for Mizorowski. Good curveball down out of the zone.
Good news, he's working into the 5th inning. Pitch count's going to be elevated tonight as Thomas swings and misses. 78 pitches his last time. They got him through 4. He hasn't thrown any more than 86, with the exception of 1 game against the Dodgers. 91 pitches, season high.
Got to be careful with the pitch counts, the innings that he's going to be eating up the rest of the way. You got to make sure he's going to be ready through the stretch run, hopefully into the postseason.
Half swing, they'll check it. He went 1-2. Tobias Myers starting to loosen in that Brewers pen. Shallow left, Siegler. Nope, base hit. Thomas digging for 2. Here's the throw. Thomas held the bag. Bloop double for Alec Thomas. Soft contact against Mizorowski for hits the last 2 innings.
Pavin Smith hit his ball hard. Moreno's home run, but this is a jam shot. Another breaking pitch. It was a slider in on the hands of Thomas, but he fights it off out of the reach of Siegler. So man in scoring position and only 1 out.
The top RBI guy on the team, Geraldo Perdomo. Third time through against Mizorowski. Hasn't thrown the changeup very much today. It's a big pitch for him against the Cubs last time out. It was just the 5th one.
Did get a strikeout on a changeup.
That was the Carroll strikeout last inning. Up and in.
Mixing it up nicely.
Slider command has been better today too. That's been a pitch that he's struggled with in the last few outings. Good fastball to make it 2-1. (16 whiffs from Mizorowski). That one yanked foul. That was a slider in on Perdomo's hands.
They've thrown a lot of those today, even to lefties.
Approaching that 90 pitch mark. Perdomo with some questions of Alex Tosi, maybe asking about the count. And now, did he take time out or did I take time out? They're going to give the timeout to Perdomo. He has only 1. Buy some time for Myers out there in the bullpen, too. Got him. Blew him away with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. 10th strikeout for Miz.
Yeah, that was well located. His inside part of the plate, 100 miles an hour. Way behind it and underneath. Perfect location.
Count on one hand how many times Geraldo Perdomo has had a 3-strikeout game. Ketel Marte takes inside. They'll check the swing. He didn't go.
Toughest out on this team right here, Ketel Marte. Day in and day out, tough hitter.
Swing and miss. Going right after him. Struck out a career-high 12 against the Dodgers back on the 8th of July before the break. 1-1 on Ketel Marte. .95-mile-an-hour changeup. Mercy.
Yeah. Throws everything hard.
Pounded it into the ground. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's a new career high in innings pitched. I should say in pitches for Mizorowski at the 92 mark. I'd say the governor is off tonight.
Yeah, well, for sure, this will be his last inning.
Trying to get him through 5. Fans sense it. 2-2 coming. Ground ball to first. Vaughn has it. Takes it to the bag. 5 strong for Mizorowski. Pumps the fist. Gets out of it against the D-backs. Milwaukee Brewers Baseball and FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by Prime. From shipping to streaming, it's on Prime. Jacob Mizorowski more than likely done for the day after his 5 innings of work. Vaughn, a chopper towards the middle. Perdomo fields and throws. Vaughn's retired. 1 pitch and 1 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. 5 innings and you get a chat with your pitching coach Chris Hook. Pretty good outing from Jacob Mizorowski, all told. Just the 1 mistake to Moreno, Rob.
And the 1 big deal, 1 walk, 10 punch outs. He did a really good job managing the pitch count tonight. And he wasn't trying to throw too many pitches at 100 miles an hour. What was it, 4 or 5?
7 total.
7, okay.
7. One in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. Those are the ones that you missed. You had 4 or 5. Those
yeah, okay. Yeah, I knew there was 5 at one point.
You had it. Needless to say, the command was really good. With all the stuff. As Frelick goes to left, sends McCarthy back for out number 2.
Bottom line is you don't need to throw 102 miles an hour to get outs. I mean, it's more important to be able to throw strikes, put pitches on the corners, use that breaking pitch as effectively as he did tonight, and then get his strikeout. He located some pretty good fastballs on the inside corner. I'll tell you, you throw 89, 99 miles an hour on the inside corner, you're not going to get hit too hard.
One pitch he'd like to have back, that slider he threw to Moreno. Other than that, all of his stuff was pretty good and around the zone. There was not the big erratic misses that we've seen in the last couple of starts.
Yeah, but it was the 1 bad inning tonight.
Those bad innings previously were a product of walks. Just the one tonight, as you talked about.
would have been a clean fourth inning had the Brewers been able to handle that little jam shot ground ball to start the inning.
Check swing, didn't go. Some of the stuff they were working on before the game today: the bunting, base run, PFPs.
Yeah. But overall, good start for Mizorowski.
Two on Collins. Three and two. It's a typical Isaac Collins at bat. Down to the count, 0-2, works it full. And he draws a walk. And Woodford not happy. First base runner against Woodford. Brings up Siegler at a 2-run double. Every Brewers RBI this season. Northwestern Mutual Foundation funding 5 hours of childhood cancer research. Northwestern Mutual and the Milwaukee Brewers proud to partner in curing childhood cancer. Siegler, routine to second base. Marte throws him out. 5 in the book. Brewers are up by 3. All right, Rock, let's go inside the play. Brought to you by Freighter Medical College of Wisconsin. The start from Jacob Mizorowski tonight.
A big step ahead for Mizorowski after his last appearance against the Cubs. Only 1 walk, 10 punch-outs. Didn't feel like he needed to throw 100 miles an hour with every pitch tonight. 98, 99 is going to get it done. Had good command all night. Good outing for Jacob Mizorowski as Tobias Myers takes over. Got called up yesterday.
5th stint with the club. Pitched great out of the bullpen as Corbin Carroll lifts one to right. Sal Frelick is there. 1 up and 1 down in the 6th. Our Gruber Law offices. 1 call, that's all called. The pen brings in Tobias Myers. Last pitched against the Cubs on the 19th.
Pep has not allowed an earned run in his 6 relief appearances this year. That covers 10 innings. Hopefully that continues tonight.
Brewers bullpen is in good shape after Aaron Ashby went an inning in 2/3. Mears went 2/3, and then Abner Uribe picked up the save last night. Gave Trevor McGill a much needed night off. Abner Uribe stepped up in a big way. The talk of the town was Aaron Ashby.
Yeah. Just nasty stuff. Maybe some of the best stuff we've seen out of him this year.
You mentioned something earlier, Rock, about how you feel out of the bullpen might not be how you do out on the hill. And for Aaron Ashby, he said after the ball game, he said, I didn't feel good in the bullpen. I didn't think I had very good stuff. Well, his stuff played exceptionally well in the game out.
It doesn't matter what you do in the bullpen. I mean, sometimes you have some of your greatest stuff. You're coming out of the bullpen feeling like you're just going to blow the world away.
Gurriel down the left field line. This is a foul ball.
Then you get out there and you get lit up. It doesn't matter sometimes. The bullpen is an opportunity to get loose. Same thing with a hitter in batting practice. I can tell you, I had some of the greatest batting practice sessions you'll ever see.
5 o'clock hitter.
And then follow it up with an offer.
Man, I feel great. This bat feels like a toothpick in my hands today.
Yeah. Oh, I'm feeling good.
Two on Gurriel. And he struck him out. Let's go downstairs. Sophia Moore on the great appearance from Aaron Ashby last night.
Yeah, and consider the circumstances of it, too. It was a little bit of a false start for him even coming into the game because Brandon Woodruff initially lobbied to stay in the game, and then because Chris Hook had already been out on the mound, they had to take him out because it was the second mound visit. So Aaron said that was a little bit of a fluster there for him, but he was just really happy with how he was able to come in and consistently throw strikes, work ahead, use everything, right? And Pat Murphy said he's sneaky been doing that for us all year long, but certainly had great command last night, and Aaron Ashby stepped up big time.
He looks bummed out there. You all right?
All by himself, just hanging out.
He's looking down on the ground. You all right, Aaron? He's all right.
He's got to have something on his back, like a medicine ball or a foam roller or something. So towards the gap, Pavin Smith going to have an extra base hit. Hits off the wall and a bounce. 2 out double by Pavin Smith. Struck out 3 times last night. Now he's got a pair of doubles in the game.
And hit this one hard. Got that one up out over the plate. And it sounded like he got all of it, but put in a good spot right in between Frelick and Perkins, which is not an easy thing to do. These guys cover a lot of ground.
They deal with Moreno's responsible for the 3 runs for the Diamondbacks, a 3-run homer back in the 4th inning. Remember, it was the 6th that was the tough luck inning for Brandon Woodruff last night. Turned a 6-0 lead into a 6-5 game. Brewers lead this one 6-3. Tobias Myers, who's been coming out of the bullpen. Fastball velocity has been outstanding.
Got that cutter. That's his bread and butter.
John Curtis loosening for Arizona. Moreno fouls it away. He's redefined his changeup. It's now a split finger fastball. Ditched his old changeup.
Always tweaking.
Yeah, that splitter's been great for him.
Guys are always trying to get better, even at the major league level, working on things in the bullpen, talking to each other out there. Try this, try that. Split finger fastball is kind of making a comeback, isn't it? See many pitchers throwing that pitch. It's such a tough pitch on the arm.
Ahead 1-2. Slider low. Into right center. Frelick is there and makes the play. Another 0 from Tobias Myers.
Brewers and Diamondbacks back at American Family Field, and the Milwaukee Brewers Alumni Association brings together over 1,000 former players from the Brewers and the Seattle Pilots, keeping the legacy alive through camaraderie, community, and connection. And you can learn more about their events and their activities coming up at brewers.com/alumni.
Vinny Rotina right there, part of the Alumni Association. Jake Woodford back to work for the Arizona Diamondbacks. They'll face Perkins, Monasterio, and Terang in this 6th inning. Brewers looking to add on. Perkins an RBI single back in the 3rd inning, capped the 5-run frame. One out of 2 today. Squares to bunt. Ball one. How about our Rally House fan cam? Just moments ago in our famous racing sausages race, watch the number 2. Watch the feet just. Oh! Not often do you see a forehead shot. Usually it's just the nose. That was straight forehead into the dirt.
A little top heavy a little bit, huh?
It's so good.
Did you ever race in one of those?
No.
Never have?
No. I'm good.
I have.
I bet you have. I bet you did great.
And I'm already top heavy. So I was the brat many, many, many years ago.
That was great.
Yeah.
For me, it's the legs when they go out from underneath you, and then you can't go anywhere. You're just done. Forehead. That was one of our better falls of the year.
You enjoyed that one, didn't you?
I did. I like that. I especially like it in slow-mo. Because it's not me. Monasterio. Gap left center. It is down. An extra base hit for Andrew Monasterio. He keeps on getting it done here the last couple of weeks.
Boy, really doing a good job filling in for Joey Ortiz over at shortstop. Put a charge into that one. A fastball down and in. Just dropped the head of the bat on it. Barrels it up. Love the batting gloves. And he rips that one into center field. A 1-out double.
That's going to be it for Woodford. John Curtis is coming into this ball game for Arizona. Brewers looking to add to the 6-3 lead in the 6th. 6-3. Brewers leading. John Curtis coming into the ball game. He was a Brewer for 6 games in 2021. Back in the big leagues and pitching well for the Diamondbacks.
He has 10 appearances since the beginning of August. I mean, that's a lot of work. And he's posted a 126er in run average in that stretch overall. And 3.25 his ERA.
Comes in and faces Bryce Terang. A lot of sliders with John Curtis. Here's the go-to pitch for him. Tommy John surgery after he had been traded to the Brewers. Terang fouls it back. Terang pops foul into the seats.
Brewers need some add-on runs here. At the top of the order, good opportunity to get it done.
Top 3 hitters in the order have reached 5 times in the game. Skipped in the dirt. Contreras, Yelich each with 2 hits. Frelick's got a couple of hits. 9 in all for this Brewers offense. Step off. Ton of deep counts against these Diamondbacks pitchers tonight.
7 full counts tonight.
Terang, right field, deep, and gone again for Terang. His month of August, man, this guy's on fire.
Wow. You knew that was out of the ballpark. There's your add-on runs. 8-3 Brewers. Courtesy of Bryce Terang. Oh, stay hot, kid. Slider. Down in the zone. He barrels it up, and he knew it as soon as he hit it. On a full count.
15th of the year, his 9th in in the month of August. And now Contreras takes low. Two-run blast for Contreras back in the third.
Yeah, Brewers needed that. That on run so important against any team, but particularly against this Diamondback offense.
He has found his power stroke, and it's not just to the pull side. He's gone oppo a few times and straightaway center field a couple of times. That was a good pass. That fastball by Contreras.
It went into the teeth of a pretty stiff wind at Wrigley Field. Yeah, he's showing power. Al LaBeouf, his hitting coach, has been saying he's really concentrating on hitting the ball out in front. Not worried so much about spraying it over to left. Attack, and he's been doing it.
Any thoughts that his wrist was not up to speed? Yeah, I think I'm good. Remember, he got hit by a pitch a couple days ago against the Giants. Wrist is just fine.
Shot out one game and right back at it again.
Slow roller, third base side. Tough play. Charging. Alexander throws out Contreras. 2 away. Christian Yelich 2 for 3. Maybe the hardest ball he's hit all night was the one he got out on back in the fourth. A line out to left.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss at the cutter. Quick 0-2 on Yelich. To left again, but right at McCarthy. Bryce Terang exit stage right. 15th home run of the year, and the Brewers add to their lead. Let's check out who's getting it done. Everybody's getting it done, but right now it's Bryce Terang. Brought to you by the Home Depot this month. He's got 9 home runs. That is the most in the National League.
It's got to be player of the month type numbers right now for Bryce Terang.
He's definitely in the conversation.
Can't think of anybody that is having a better month. There might be somebody, but those numbers are something else.
An OPS of 1150 as Myers gets back to work. He's 2-0 on McCarthy.
Stellar defense, good speed. Wants to play every day. Kind of a guy you can build a team around. The Brewers have a number of guys like that.
He's driven in 21 runs, among the National League leaders. Definitely making a case. McCarthy fouls it away. The Brewers had back-to-back rookies of the month in the National League. Mizorowski, then Collins.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? I mean, everybody contributing. The Brewers are playing great.
As we've discussed a number of times, it's not just the same guy every night. This is a full-on team effort. towards the middle and past Terang. Base hit from McCarthy. His first hit of the night. He's got hits in 7 of the last 8 games he's played. Feels like everybody the Brewers either bring up from the minor leagues or someone comes off the injured list. They have made some sort of an impact on this roster this year.
I don't think it's a coincidence that everybody on this team, has bought into the philosophy of working the count and advancing base runners, and your at-bats are for the team, not necessarily for yourself.
Shallow center. It'll be Perkins coming in, making the play. Ran a long way to get that.
Matt Earl has done a masterful job putting this roster together, and Pat Murphy has done a great job making it all work, keeping everybody involved. Everybody seems to get their playing time. Everybody feels like they're a part of this.
Isn't it funny when teams come into Milwaukee or we go somewhere else on the road? Every broadcast group comes in and asks the same question. How are you guys doing it? Everybody's asking.
Right.
And there are some lineups that the Brewers will put out there. If you looked at that lineup on a spring training game, they'd look at you funny. These are the guys that are running out there, and they are seriously getting it done. This one blooped into shallow left and a base hit for Thomas. Thomas now trying to get to third base. Here's a throw from Vaughn, and it gets by Vaughn. Very odd play right there.
That's a second double for Thomas. Or I should say the second hit for Thomas that is a little bloop down the line and left. He's got a rabbit's foot in his back pocket. Brewers throwing the ball around a little bit here. 2 guys are on second base, but Thomas able to get back to first.
Siegel did a nice job backing that play up. And Chris Hook is going to slow things down and go out and chat with Tobias Myers. Thomas was thinking double, scampered back.
I realized that McCarthy didn't get to third base.
Quick chat with Tobias Myers gives us an opportunity to hear a quick word from Gruber Law Offices.
Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. Good luck this season. One call, that's all.
Well, bottom of the order, able to set the table for the top of the order for these Diamondbacks. So there's a pivotal point in this game.
2 big add-on runs. See if the Brewers can put up a 0 in the 7th inning. You got Geraldo Perdomo, who struck out 3 times in the game. Just his 3rd 3-strikeout game of the season for him. The 8th of his career.
He is very glad to see Mizorowski out of this game.
Foul off his front foot. Giants and Cubs just underway from San Francisco. Keeping our eye on that. Ground ball up the middle, base hit by Perdomo. It's going to be 8-4. Going from first to third is Thomas. The door is open for Arizona.
Tying run on deck. Cut fastball. Not a bad pitch. It might have had too much of the play, but it was down. He put it in a pretty good spot, rolls it into center field. Here come the Diamondbacks.
Jared Koenig loosening in the Brewers bullpen. Slew of lefties looming. First run that Tobias Myers has allowed in his relief appearances. Nice pitch.
Well, at this point, he's throwing the ball pretty well. 2 ground ball base hits and a flare to left. Not a whole lot you can do about it. There's that cut fastball. Little tilt to it, swings right over the top of it.
Another pop-up, shallow center. Caught by Perkins. The throw will go to second base. Sac fly by Ketel Marte. It's a 2-run 7th inning so far. Back to a 3-run lead for Milwaukee. And you got the thump coming up with Corbin Carroll. 0 for 3, line to right his last time, and here comes Pat Murphy. He's going to bring in Jared Koenig to face the lefty Corbin Carroll. 4th at bat for Carroll. He'll see his 3rd different pitcher. Myers with 30 pitches in an inning and 2/3. Koenig is coming in and inherits a runner over at first base. It's 8-5 Brewers in the top of the 7th. Milwaukee Brewers baseball on FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Your win is waiting. 8-5, middle of the order coming up. Runner at first base, Jared Koenig on for his 61st appearance for Pat Murphy's Brewers.
Yeah, last pitched on Thursday against the Cubs, so it's been a while for Koenig. That was a scoreless inning. Walk and a strikeout on his line in that appearance.
Carroll, left field. Collins towards the corner. Collins couldn't make the play, and it's a fair ball. Perdomo coming home. He'll score, and Carroll stands at second base with an RBI double. Collins got a glove on it. Brewers were thinking about challenging the play, but Collins couldn't finish out the catch.
Had a long way to go. Pretty good swing by Carroll and a fastball away. See, that's clearly a fair ball. It was in the glove of Collins. He just couldn't hold on to it. They're concerned about that wall. Came up a little bit short, and another run in. So it's an 8-6 game.
Tying run is at the plate in Lourdes Gurriel. It's now a 13-game hitting streak for Corbin Carroll after that double. And Gurriel takes strike 1. Got a ball game again. These pesky Diamondbacks answered the Brewers 2 spot in the 6th with a 3 spot of their own. Down low and in the dirt, knocked down by Contreras.
They're not just pesky, they can hit. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, this is a very potent offense. And they can strike quickly. They've done it back-to-back nights after falling behind.
This was a 6-0 game after the 3rd. Brewers were out in front. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. Can Koenig finish off Gurriel? One of the hottest hitters in the league in the month. He's got 32 runs batted in this month. Last two pitches, he's tugged on that sinker. 3-2 on Gurriel.
Trying to get a little bit extra on that fastball. 98 miles an hour, but neither one of them very close.
Bullpen's moving for Arizona. Gurriel to right, coming on Frelick. He's there, makes the catch. Getting over, Diamondbacks get 3. They're right back in it. It's 8-6 at the stretch. Toyota game reset. Brewers with another big inning, a 5-run third. They lead at 8-6 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Back at 4th we go as Curtis stays in. Pitch to Vaughn, and it's a strike. Andrew Vaughn, a sacrifice fly. He is the only Brewer who's yet to reach base safely. 1-1 on Vaughn. There's a liner in the left, a base hit. Hit number 11 for the Brewers.
Got to keep going. That breaking ball, and Vaughn able to stay on it long enough. Got the end of the bat on it, dumps it into left. That was a good start to the 7th for the Brewers.
Frelick takes high for ball 1. Nearly 33,000 in the ballpark tonight on a Tuesday, the week before school starts for a lot of kids. Being treated to a fun ball game. Frelick into right for Corbin Carroll. First out.
Well, let's check out tonight's time of the game winner. It's Rose's Bay Resort in Weyerhaeuser. Is that the way you pronounce that, you think? Weyerhaeuser. Anyway, if they call the Brewers by 10 o'clock tomorrow, they get 40 tickets to a Friday night game in the Miller Lite Beer Pen. It's offered courtesy of the Tavern League of Wisconsin and Miller. I think we had this city last year, and I butchered it again this year. The name of it. Rose's Bay Resort.
Weyerhaeuser.
Okay.
Just north of Eau Claire. Due north of Eau Claire. I looked it up.
We know where it is. We don't know how to pronounce it.
I'd love to tell you they'd be alone, but they're not. There's some tough pronunciations in Wisconsin.
I know it.
I've had to learn.
They should spell them out phonetically.
Feels like a dig.
I know a lot of cities in this state, but I think we've had that one before.
Collins swings and misses 2-2. The population as of the 2020 census, by the way, of Weyerhaeuser was 232.
Wow.
Curtis steps off. It was 5 years ago, so maybe it's grown. Collins, shallow left, foul ground, out of play. I would say on that map right there, it is over by the index finger on the mitten, or actually the ring finger on the mitten. Two slightly high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball to center. 2 gone in the 7th inning. Oh, there it is right there. See it? See? On the mitten on the left hand. Kind of the ring finger.
Just north of Chippewa Falls.
Yeah. And due north of Eau Claire, which is what I said.
Yeah, right. They call it Chippewa Falls.
Great job by our graphics department down in the truck. By the way, this is my last game working with Maggie Gallegos, who is part of our tape crew. She's one of the best in the business. She's going to start her NFL package next week. This is the last time I'm going to work with her, so great work, Maggie. She's working through the rest of this series. She's got the games through Sunday in the cloud in Toronto.
Well, we've got some of the best in the business working on our crew. And
yeah, this is a time of the year where a lot of the members of our crew head off to their NFL packages and college football packages. They're wanted because they're the best.
Exactly.
2-2. Struck him out. So Curtis puts up a 0, the shutdown bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 2-run game as we go to the 8th in Milwaukee. 2-run lead for the Brewers as we go to the 8th inning. Statcast powered by Google Cloud. Jacob Mizorowski had 19 whiffs today. See all those fastballs up in the zone that he got the whiffs on. Curveball. Had the good stuff tonight. In line for a potential win.
The changeup was pretty good. I thought he had a changeup, strikeout on a changeup.
It's Corbin Carroll looking after his contact lens popped out. Koenig stays in. He'll face James McCann, who's going to hit for Pavin Smith, veteran catcher. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 on McCann.
Pat Murphy's going to try and get through the 8th inning with Koenig and then probably bring in McGill. Don't think you're going to see Uribe tonight.
And in and out of the glove. Good news out in San Francisco. Giants taking a 1-0 lead against the Cubs. A Wilmer Flores home run. Justin Verlander passed Walter Johnson for the all-time on the all-time strikeout list too. 9th all-time.
Amazing names on those lists, huh?
Incredible.
Walter Johnson.
Big train. Yeah, 9th all-time for Verlander.
Yeah, good for him.
Getting it done.
What a career it's been. He's been able to stay healthy. Pitching a long time.
Let's hope he throws a gem tonight for the Giants. Brewers can hang on. All they need to do is take care of their own business. They're going to be in good shape.
Yep. It's a good spot to be in. Just keep winning. Win series.
Just missed. Good pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Was just told that Walter Johnson retired 98 years ago.
Right.
He probably saw Haley's Comet the first time it went around. McCann out towards right center, giving Frelick a run, and it's gone. No, off the top of the fence. McCann is into second base as Frelick went into the base of the wall hard. He was sliding to stop his momentum, and he is slow to get up out and right. He went into that cement area underneath the pads. This is a hard slide by Sal, digging that right foot in.
Yeah.
It hit right off the top of the fence.
They could have twisted that ankle doing that. Right off the top of the wall. So a leadoff double for Arizona. Here they come again.
Here's Moreno. He hit the 3-run homer back in the 4th. McCann a pinch hit double. And Moreno takes strike 1. Here's McCann's double. Long way to go for Sal.
Good job of backing up by Perkins.
He's battled some issues with his knees this year at different times. Moreno to center field, going to be a base hit. McCann was freezing. He will stop at third. First and third, nobody out for Arizona.
Good day at the plate for Gabby Moreno. Fastball away, able to get the bat on it, dumps it into center field. McCann, the catcher, not able to score. He had to play it safe.
Now the Brewers are going to have some stirring in their bullpen. Shelby Miller, the former Diamondback, will start playing catch. Jake McCarthy was scheduled to hit. Instead, it'll be Ildemaro Vargas who will hit against Jared Koenig. This is the situation the Brewers found themselves in yesterday with Vargas. They turned him around to hit from the left side. Vargas just 2 for 17 against left-handed pitching this year. Of those 2 hits, 1 a homer.
Yeah, Brewers need a double play ball here. Maybe sacrifice a run for a couple outs. Try to avoid the big inning.
Koenig has had 6 double plays turned behind him this season. Way outside. The Diamondbacks have had a base runner in every inning since the 3rd. Ground ball hit towards short. Monasterio can't get there. It's a base hit. It's 8-7. The tying run is now at second base for Arizona.
You got to wonder how long Pat Murphy's going to allow Koenig to stay out there. You got a right-hander coming up. A ground ball just out of the reach of Monasterio. A seeing eye single back through the middle.
Koenig has now faced 5 hitters, 4 hits allowed, including a couple of doubles. It's Blaze Alexander 0 for 2 with a walk. And he takes high. Corners are in for the Brewers. And Shelby Miller getting ready in a hurry.
The Diamondbacks have now out-hit the Brewers 12-11.
This is the product of having 18 straight games in 18 days.
Affects the bullpen the most.
Fouled away. Kurt Hogue apparently dropped one. Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. 2-1. Lands the breaking balls. 2-2. Alexander uses his timeout. Koenig was ready to go.
A little late, wasn't it? Didn't have to give him timeout.
Pat Murphy talking with Jim Henderson about when to go to Miller. Got him. Perfect pitch on the inside corner, one away.
Yep. Marginal on the inside corner, just above the knees, and he got the call. Good job by Contreras to make it look good. Now get your double play ball.
Thomas with 2 bleeders into shallow left. 1 a double, 1 a single, 2 for 3. And he takes inside. He's got a lot of speed. Check the swing, didn't go. 2-0.
It's the guy you want right here. You got Perdomo on deck. Got to throw a strike here.
It's 3-0 on Alec Thomas. There he goes. It's 3-1. Back to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Good pitch up and in. Not much he's going to do with that. What has he got for him on the full count? Did the Diamondbacks take off on the full count? Got the catcher at second? Probably not.
Got him. Challenged him with a fastball. Thomas is out number 2.
Coming all the way back from 3-0. Able to get him on the high fastball, 95 miles an hour. Right underneath it. Good comeback by Koenig.
Now you deal with Perdomo. Run scoring single back in the 7th. Tying run at second base for Arizona. Strike 1. This is the better side for Perdomo. A .340 batting average against lefties. And a foul held on to by Contreras. It's 0-2.
They got a couple of pitches to play with. Don't need to throw a strike. Maybe elevate another fastball. Breaking pitch down. See if he'll chase one.
Fouled away. Stays alive.
99, top of the zone.
Into shallow left center. That's down, a base hit. Moreno will score. Throw is going to be cut off. Perdomo ends up at second, and we are all tied at 8.
Yeah, went with the breaking pitch. Too good of a pitch on a 0-2 count. He was throwing fastballs by him. One with a breaking pitch down, but not down far enough, and he dumps it into center. Diamondbacks come all the way back.
It was a 6-0 lead after the third. It's 8-8 in the eighth. Perdomo with another RBI single, and Shelby Miller is coming into this game for the Brewers. 8-8 ball game as we are in the top of the eighth. Jared Koenig responsible for the runners at second and third, and Shelby Miller is going to be the guy to inherit them. Remember, the Brewers got Shelby Miller from Arizona at the deadline.
Yeah, last saw Shelby on Sunday against the Giants, tossed a 3-up, 3-down inning that included a strikeout. You know, big fastball and a splitter. You see his numbers overall between Arizona and Milwaukee.
Turn Marte around to hit from the left side of the plate, and a fastball, I should say a slider for a strike. It's 0-1.
Throw the slider every now and again. His best pitch, the splitter. Fastball in the mid to upper 90s.
Good speed on the bases. Marte looked at a strike at the bottom of the zone. That's the arsenal for Shelby Miller. 0-2 on Marte. Got him. Shelby Miller comes in, strikes out Ketel Marte. We're all tied 8-8 in the eighth.
At the Gerber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk, getting set for Brewers Live postgame presented by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Then tough time of year for relievers. The Brewers have blown 6-0 and 8-3 leads in this game.
And against the tough Arizona Diamondbacks offense, this team always seems to play the Brewers really tough. Hey, Bryce is due up third this inning. Let's see if he can go multi-homer game then seal it with McGill in the ninth.
He's got one. Let's see what we can do here for the Brew Crew. We'll hear from Pat Murphy and more coming up after the ball game, Jeff.
All right, thanks so much, fellas. Blake Perkins flip around, hit from the right side of the plate against a new pitcher. Left-hander coming in, Andrew Saalfrank for the Diamondbacks.
This guy's been pretty good as of late. He hasn't allowed an earned run in 15 of his last 17 games. One of two left-handers down in that Diamondbacks bullpen.
Perkins takes low. Lourdes Gurriel taking over in left field, by the way, for Arizona. So the DH is burned for the Diamondbacks moving forward. That's the number 7 spot in the order. 1-1. Big hook for a strike. All told, the Arizona bullpen, they've had to cover a lot of innings tonight, Rock. 4 1/3 out of the pen, giving up just 2 runs. Slow ground ball to second base. Marte throws out Perkins.
Well, put a stamp on summer and join the Brewers Labor Day game on September 1st for Dollar Hot Dog Day. Watch the Crew battle the Philadelphia Phillies to cap off the long weekend and enjoy dollar dogs all game long. Get your seats at brewers.com/tickets.
Monasterio taking high for ball 1. Two and 0. Nobody loosening in that Brewers bullpen. Tie game 8-8. Shelby Miller got the final out of the 8th.
He's probably coming out for the 9th regardless. Trevor McGill, nobody even moving around out there.
It's been a lot of work for him recently.
Yeah, been a lot of work for all of them. Tough stretch.
.30, taking all the way, taking a strike. Bryce Terang on deck. Strike 2. Not a hard thrower, Saul Frank. It's all the secondary stuff.
Keeps it on the corners. Gets the ball down.
Struck him out. Comes all the way back after being down to the count 3-0 to strike out Monasterio.
Breaking ball in the full count. 80 miles an hour at the top of the zone. A hanger, but gets away with it. Maybe hung a little bit too much for Monasterio.
Here's Terang. Strike 1. Homered his last time up in the 6th inning. Made it a 5-run lead at that point. Took a cutter down and in and roped it just off the facing of the second deck.
They kind of thought that might have been the knockout punch tonight, but not with this Arizona offense. Back-to-back nights coming back.
3 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th for Arizona. 13 hit attack. Perdomo at the top of the order tied the game with a double. Shelby Miller came in, stranded a couple of runners. That was good. Here's the 1-2. Fly ball, shallow center. Thomas makes the play. We go to the 9th. All tied up, 8 apiece in Milwaukee. Get ready for Golic and Golic, featuring Mike Golic Sr., Mike Golic Jr., airing on FanDuel Sports Network weekdays, bringing the heat, bold takes, big personalities, and some of the biggest names in sports. Don't miss the action weekdays, 2 p.m. only on FanDuel Sports Network. Part of the order due up for the Diamondbacks, and Shelby Miller going out there for the 9th. Corbin Carroll, an RBI double back in the 7th. Miller's first offering in the dirt. Alex Tosi was getting out of Dodge. I don't blame him.
Barely made the dirt.
Eight in the 9th inning. Swing and a miss. Better splitter that time.
Yeah, good job. Over the heart of the plate, down out of the strike zone. That's where you want a split-fingered fastball to end up.
Away with one there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Miller has not gone more than 1 inning since the last day of June. Brewers are going to ask him to. Here's 3 pitches to strike out Marte in the 8th. Saul Frank went 1, 2, 3 through the Brewers in the 8th. Into right, a base hit. Frelick bobbles it, and Carroll's going to get to second base on an error from Sal Frelick and right.
Oh, that's huge. That eliminates the possibility of a double play. Little bobble out there. I think Sal was thinking Carroll might be thinking about taking an extra base. Maybe took his eye off the ball. There's a fastball. Corbin Carroll laces it into right. He's had a lot of problems with that. Carroll never did slow down and into second base easily. That's a big 90 feet right there.
Single E9 officially. Now it's Gurriel 0 for 4 and takes a breaking ball for a strike. .32 RBIs in the month of August for Gurriel. Go ahead run standing at second base for Arizona. Fouled away.
Diamondbacks have had an at-bat with the man in scoring position in every inning starting in the fourth. They have put all kind of pressure on the Brewer pitchers.
5 for 12 in those situations. Good pitch, didn't take the bait. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. You got McCann on deck. And now action in the Brewers bullpen. Easton McGee is playing catch. Almost hit him. 0-2 to 3-2 on Gurriel. He's thrown him 3 straight splitters.
You got to figure that Gurriel's going to be sitting heater here. Let's see what he throws, and maybe a splitter again.
Popped him up. Vaughn. 1 away. Carroll has to stay put at second base.
Yeah, breaking ball there. Yeah, good pitch. Looked like the sweeper. The second one he threw to Gurriel. Started him out with a sweeper and gave him another one. Had him out in front. Good pitch.
And that's 1. Still got to deal with McCann. Pinch hit double for him in the 8th inning. McCann 0 for 1 lifetime against Shelby Miller. Came off the bench to hit for Pavin Smith. Ground ball left side. Monasterio has it. Throw across the diamond is in time. What a play from Monasterio.
No kidding. From his knees. A 1-hop strike over to first base. That was by design, the 1-hopper. Threw that ball falling down. Check him out. Just does get him at first base. What a play by Monasterio.
Was hoping somebody was going to be at third base. Siegler wasn't there, and he made a perfect throw on 1-hop to get McCann.
Wow.
That's a game-changing play right there.
That it is.
And they're going to walk Moreno intentionally to set up a date with a pinch hitter, because the pitcher's spot is due next because the Diamondbacks killed their DH last inning. So they're going to put Moreno on. And we will see a pinch batter. It looks like this is going to be Locklear. Tyler Locklear will hit for Saul Frank.
Hey, don't want to mess around with Moreno in this spot. A couple of hits, including that 3-run home run back in the 4th. A scouting report between Miller and Chris Hook.
This play by Andrew Monasterio was incredible, because the way that his body's going, he wants to go to third base, but nobody's there. And then how he gets enough on the throw to get McCann
falling down. Yeah. I mean, Siegler couldn't get to third base because he initially went after the baseball. Great play.
Siegler did the right thing. He was just pointing, try for first base. And then he made a great throw.
Yeah, right on the money.
Fouled away by Locklear. Locklear, a career 177 hitter, playing in his 36th big league game.
That's why you walk Moreno.
Down low and in the dirt, and where your Contreras keep everything in front of you.
Especially when you got a guy out there throwing a split. You want that pitch down near the dirt. Can't let it get by you.
One and one on Tyler Locklear. Go-ahead run at third for Arizona. Swing and a miss. That was nasty. 1-2.
Where you want it.
Here we go on 1-2. Runner goes, and it's fouled away by Locklear. Do it again.
A little behind the fastball.
Fans on their feet. 1-2 pitch again. Got him! Shelby Miller strikes out Locklear. Time to go win a ball game. Contreras leads it off in the ninth. Coming up for the Brewers, starting with William Contreras in an 8-8 contest. Need one to win, and they've got Juan Murillo in their sights.
This guy's been pretty good since being called up. 6 games, has not allowed a run. Numbers overall, 38th game so far this year, earning an average over 4.
And first pitch strike at 99. He's allowed just 2 home runs in his 37 games. Swing and a miss. Contreras tried to end it. He had the walk-off against the Giants on Friday. Try and put a couple of good ABs together. Contreras homered back in the third, doubled in the first. Ground foul, 98 under his hands. This was Friday with 2 outs. Say goodnight. First career walk-off homer for Contreras. He's down to the count 1-2 against Murillo. Ground ball, foul, just foul.
Turned on that. 93 miles an hour.
Very high. Yelich and Vaughn to follow. And that's a base hit. That back die to Hero. Leadoff man is on in the ninth.
Yeah, let's see if Pat Murphy wants to go with a pinch runner.
Probably going to be Lockridge. And that's who it is.
Good call. Get the hands through just strong enough to get it through the left side.
Good at bat. He was down 0-2. Able to get enough of it. Snakes it in the left. There's your winning run at first base with good speed.
Great throwing arm behind the plate in Moreno. Yelich at the plate against Murillo, facing him for the first time. In tight, nearly hit him. Had a walk-off homer against the Boston Red Sox earlier this season. That was a grand slam. His first ever walk-off homer. Put a ball in a gapper down the line and let Lockridge run. The 2-0. Fouled back. He had a good pass.
That's a pretty good pitch, though, up in the zone. 98 miles an hour upstairs. Tough to get to.
Toss to first. Back is Lockridge.
Don't see him running with Yelich at the plate.
Foul back. Trying to get those hands through on that fastball in.
Keeping it in on his hands a little bit. Tougher to get to.
Nothing but fastballs in this sequence to Christian Yelich.
Well, let's see if Lockridge takes off on a 3-2 pitch.
That's the winning run at first base. Nobody out. There goes. Fouled away. Do it again.
Had a little bit extra on his lead that time. About a half a stride. Trying to get as much off the bag as he can.
Goes again. Fouled away again.
Not giving anything to Yelich away from him. Trying to crowd him with that fastball. Nothing but heaters so far.
Chanting Yelich. Can he deliver? Another toss to first, and Lockridge is back. That's the second disengagement. Lockridge is 10 of 11 in stolen base tries on the season. He's perfect with the Brewers, 2 for 2. Pitch number 8 in the at-bat. Swing and a miss, but it pops. No, fouled it. Just did foul it.
Yeah, foul tip. Didn't get much of it, but just enough.
Finally went with something off speed. That was a changeup at 91. Just did tip it. Lockridge has been running on each of the last 4 pitches. Another 3-2. Up and in. Ball 4. Winning run in scoring position. Great at bat from Yelich.
Yelich worked the count to 2-0. Murillo came right back with a bunch of fastballs, but able to draw the walk. Good at bat by Yelich for the first 2 reach. Let's see if Andrew Vaughn can recapture that magic
on his own t-shirt night.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, there you go.
Write the script. There it is. Trying to get the Brewers over the moat and into the kingdom. First and second. Nobody out. Vaughn. A base hit. And a sacrifice fly tonight. That's your winning run right there in Lockridge. Not many have left this ballpark. 8-8 in the 9th. As the clock strikes 10 Central Time. Ball 1.
Oh, and a really good fastball hitter. You know he's going to get one.
Two balls, no strikes. The Diamondbacks have a left-hander loosening in their bullpen. Two and one. Count activated.
That was right down the middle.
Kyle Backus, the lefty. 2-1. Low, 3 balls and 1 strike.
Didn't have to be.
Brewers have 9 walk-off wins. Looking for number 10. 3-1 to count. Ball 4. They are loaded with nobody out.
I would imagine the left-hander is going to come in. Sal Frelick walking to the plate. The Diamondbacks want to go with this 5-man infield.
Yeah, you might see some creativity defensively from Torey Lovello as Murillo came in, gave up the base hit to Contreras. Back-to-back walks by Yelich and Vaughn. Will set up a lefty-lefty matchup. But Kyle Backus coming in out of the pen. And the Brewers sitting in a good situation with Sal Frelick coming up. Trying to walk it off against Arizona. Feeling the vibes at American Family Field. 8-8 game. Bases loaded. Nobody out for Sal Frelick trying to walk it off against Kyle Backus. Sidewinding left-hander for Arizona.
Yeah, he's been really good against lefties. Lefties hitting only 103 so far this year.
Infield is up. Outfield is up. Great speed at third in Lockridge. And a first pitch, ball. 1-0. He's given up runs in each of his last 2 appearances. These runs belong to Murillo. Chopper at third base. Foul. Just foul. Tried to shoot one down that line.
Well, with the infield in, that would work.
Just over Lockridge's head. Almost knocked over Moreno, I should say, behind the plate.
Yeah, Lockridge's got to get a little bit more off the bag. He can get some more. Get that big lead, big secondary lead. Anything in the dirt, take off.
Frelick flares center field. Thomas is there, makes the catch. Lockridge tagging and stopping. Not deep enough with Arizona playing so shallow. No way for Lockridge.
Got in on Sal's hands that time. Not able to get the barrel on it. And not deep enough. Not even close. Not with nobody out. Maybe with one out you take off.
Well, it's Isaac Collins. He had quite the moment against Edwin Diaz on the last homestand against the Mets. Hits from the right side of the plate. Against Backus. Bases loaded. One out. Strike one. Outfield still very shallow. Lockridge's lead from third to 0-1. Fly ball to right. That's going to do it. Carroll is back. He will make the catch. Lockridge tags. Here's the throw. The Brewers walk it off against Arizona. Second walk-off of the year for Isaac Collins. The sacrifice fly gets it done. The Brewers led this thing 6-0. Arizona came all the way back, but at the end of the night, it was the Brewers that come out on top.
There's been some nail-biters, haven't they? These first two games, the Brewers with some big leads. They come back, but the Brewers able to prevail. Isaac Collins, the deep fly ball to right. And this one is over here at American Family Field. Oh, what a game.
Still got two more of these things with Arizona. Good pitch to hit. Got it up in the zone. It's exactly what Collins did.
Thinking right field. That's what you got to do with a guy that's thinking about sticking the ball off the edge. Deep enough to score the run. That did it.
One hit in the inning. 2 walks. And the sacrifice fly from Isaac Collins. And Sophia Minard has Isaac down on the field.
Thanks, guys. Isaac, this one maybe didn't feel as dramatic as that Edwin Diaz walk-off for you, but when you're coming up that situation, the infield is in, what is your approach?
I mean, with that guy on the mound, just see something up, you know, try not to do too much, and, you know, infield's in, outfield's in, so really just, you know, put a good swing on the ball and hope for something good.
What about the at-bats in front of you, starting with William Contreras there, and then the walks as well to load the bases?
That was cold. That was cold. All right.
The at-bats in front of you, Isaac.
Great. I mean, yeah, Bill to start the inning off like that. Yelly, just, you know, that's Brewers baseball right there. Any way you can get on, you know, just, you know, great team win tonight.
It was a woodpecker game for you guys offensively. You had to hold on, and also just to be able to pick up the bullpen, right, and all the usage that they've had in this long stretch.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough one, but, hey, we got the win, and, you know, we grinded it out, and, you know, a win's a win.
A win is a win. All right, thanks, Isaac. Congratulations.
Thank you.
10th walk-off win of the season for the Milwaukee Brewers. And they've taken the first 2 games of the series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. 83 wins on the year. Your Milwaukee Brewers, the best in Major League Baseball. It's a sacrifice fly tonight from Isaac Collins that did it. Plenty to talk about. We got Brewers Live post-game show coming up for Bill Schroeder, for Sophia Minard, and our entire crew. I'm Jeff Levering saying good night. Stick around. We got Craig. We got Vinny standing by to rap about this one. Good night at the ballpark in Milwaukee.